Hey everyone, I am Sunidhi Devangan here to say something about plastics and its effects on our environment under the program CIET. So, the indiscriminate use of plastic has resulted in the dumping of tons of plastic waste into our landfills and oceans. According to a study in 2019, 420 million tons of plastic is produced in all over the world, out of which only 10% get recycled and 12% get incinerated. The rest goes to our landfills and water bodies. This is a major problem which is causing very harmful effects to our environment such as greenhouse effects. Nowadays, we can find plastic everywhere around us assumed to have uncounted of molecular weight. But in fact, its common range around 20,000 and 50,000 atomic mass unit. These chains are composed of a sequence of molecular units are called repeating units. The majority of plastic have polymers of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, chlorine and oxygen or sulfur for the backbone. People are using it endlessly just for their comfort. However, no one realizes how it is harming our planet. We need to become aware of the consequences so that we can stop plastic pollution. There are basically two types of plastics which can be differentiated as first, thermoplastics, which are generally soft and easy to reshape, also known as soft plastics, and second one is thermosetting plastic, which is hard and it cannot be reshaped. If we try to do so, then it will break into pieces. This is known as hard plastic. Plastics are derived from natural, organic materials such as cellulose, coal, natural gas, salt, and of course, crude oil. Crude oil is a complex mixture of thousands of compounds and needs to be processed before it can be used. Each fraction is a mixture of hydrocarbon chains, chemical compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen, which differs in terms of the size and structure of their molecules. It is a useful discovery, but after realizing its side effects towards our environment, government officially banned its production. But after this major step taken by the government, some of the small factories are producing this poison illegally just for their profit only. But what about existing plastics which are already prepared in factories in official way? They are non-biodegradable. So, how we can use them in a good way or as a source of energy? This is a major problem in our society today. There are two types of plastics which we had already discussed about. Now, I am going to tell how we can manage thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic in a proper way. Ways to use thermosetting plastics are as follows. It can be used for making tiles and bricks for general purpose which are more durable than that of soil. Second, we can replace metal by plastics in some cases such as back cover of mobile phones which are basically made up of fibers. Now some ways to use thermoplastics are first, we can use it to make shoes like Adidas is doing on. Second, it can also be used for making different types of bags. Also, it could be waterproof too. There are more ways to utilize plastics as a useful one, like in roads which are made up of plastics. In the cities of Netherlands like Zwolle and Giethon, there are two bicycle paths installed made purely from plastics. This is the result of a collaboration between three companies, Volker Wessels, Wevin and Tata. The plastic road built by the three companies consists of prefabricated, hollow and modular elements made from consumer waste plastics, and it is a unique innovation all over the world. In 2015, the plastic road concept was presented in the world with the goal to find partners to bring the idea to reality. The plastic road have a lot of advantages compared to normal roads. The biggest advantage of the plastic road are the hollow space for the storage of excessive water, the lightweight and the sustainability benefits. It could also be used as a source of crude oil and fuels under combustion of it in the absence of oxygen. This process is known as pyrolysis, practiced in some regions of US. Now, in this way to reduce plastic, we had think to make a glue by waste plastics. This can be done by melting the solid plastic at a certain temperature. As it melts, giving a molten state, and it can be cooled down in room temperature, using it as a material which can be used to stick broken items easily in a proper way. It would also give hardness to the substance as usually other glues do. Our aim of doing this is just utilizing the waste plastics in another way. We are performing it in our chemistry lab recently and we are hoping that we will successful. Last but not the least, I just want to say that if everyone will make small effort to reduce plastic, then one day we will definitely successful to beat the plastic pollution.